the sound. Ringo TV. Ringo TV. Ringo TV.
Welcome to another edition of Ringo TV Reactions,
The #1 reactionary channel on YouTube.
I'm your host, Ringo. Make sure you click the like button, subscribe, and support the content. Yo, it's your boy Ringo. We back again with another one. You already done know what it is. You know, in these YouTube streets, you got a lot of things going down. We gotta address these issues, fam, because it's like there ain't no more integrity. A lot of these content creators have sold out. A lot of them have appointed this woman to be the face of Black culture. We have culture vultures. We have sellouts, raccoons. These YouTube streets is crazy, fam. So we got to cover the news. We got to talk about these issues, fam. So it's going to be an interesting case. Just Pearly Things recently uploaded a video to do damage control. Now, off the rip, I'm just gonna tell you straight up, fam. All of these content creators are working together. Let's just call it what it is. All of these content creators are working together. MTR, Melanie King, Just Pearly Things, Obsidian, and all of these other content creators that are on the front line defending Just Pearly Things are all working together because they're opportunists. First thing first, their leader, Kevin Samuels, died. So it was over. They ain't have nobody else to put up on the pedestal to be the new leader. So they got a passport guy. That situation failed because after the situations he got in Brazil, his name was no more good. So they had to throw him to the side. And they said, you know what? I know exactly how to do this. We're gonna put a Caucasian woman on the front line. We're gonna band behind her and build her up. And what I notice is that these YouTube streets is filled with a lot of opportunities. This is why I roll solo. This is why I would never work with none of these cats. I don't know none of these cats. I don't want to know them. My job is to report the news, keep you people informed of what's going on in these streets. Now, you have a lot of content creators in these spaces that when Kevin Samuels was alive, they were talking a lot of ish about him, going off, running at the mouth, going crazy, reckless. Now you see these cats up on podcasts talking about, yeah, you know, Kevin taught me this and Kevin taught me that. And we got hypocrites everywhere. You got other people defending Just Pearly. Why? Because they looking for their 5 minutes of fame. Because you have to think about this, fam. If you can get up on her platform, 1 million subs, it'll get your numbers up. But what's interesting about this, fam, is that she just uploaded a video trying to be apologetic, but it's too late. The damage is already done. We got the receipts. We got everything here. We're going to play the tapes. But what's sad about this, to add insult to injury, is that I see YouTubers that are supposed to be about Black culture are out here defending her. They on the front line defending her. And you got content creators that are going to be going live. That's right, live with her. So when you put all of this together, the little video that Media Tutorials put out there, oh, that was calculated. Oh, he's going to be working with Just Pearly still. Trust me, he's not going to let the bag go. That was a part of the campaign. You have to understand, They purposely did this as a publicity stunt. She knew exactly what she did. That's why she didn't release the full interview between her and the so-called supremacist. She ain't released it on YouTube because the particular video that she made with him, it violated all types of YouTube's guidelines. Like it was all over the place. So she knew that. That's why she put it on another website. You know what I mean? But what's interesting about this, because we got some interesting receipts that we're gonna show. Very, very interesting things that we wanna do here. She made a video. I guess she's trying to explain herself. And what's sad about this is the black community, oh, they welcome her with open arms. And it's interesting how all you gotta do is be Caucasian and, you know, act like, well, I just didn't know, and be apologetic, and all of a sudden, everybody loves you. It's crazy. So we're gonna get into this work here. We're gonna do what we gotta do. Appreciate the super chat. What's this? S7. Appreciate the support. We gotta talk about this. It's too many raccoons in this space. And if you notice in the images, you see the woman holding the raccoon. That's exactly how Just Pearly is holding you raccoons in the space. You guys are sellouts at the end of the day. I just gotta call it what it is. I gotta call it what it is. I gotta call it what it is. All of you content creators that are so-called black, you guys are sellouts, fam. At the end of the day, the way I'm seeing you guys making content, defending Just Pearly, defending a Caucasian woman with the things that she had to say regarding black people. But when you're ready, you degrade, you bash, and you belittle black women. You put black women under the bus and have every negative thing to say about black women. But when it comes to a Caucasian woman that has 1 million subscribers on YouTube, you give her a pass. Man. These YouTubers in these streets are a disgrace to the community. And I hope that all of you out there are noticing who they are. Some of these characters, I wouldn't even utter their name because I'm not even trying to give them any promotion like that. It's disgusting how they make videos defending Just Pearly. Why? Because they're looking for their opportunity to be on her platform. Trust me, some of these guys in these YouTube streets, they don't care about the community. You have to understand, ladies and gentlemen, you have to understand something about Ringo. I am an OG in the space. All these other content creators that are claiming OG, these guys are not OGs. If you weren't on YouTube from 2005 to about 2010, you are not an OG in the space. Do you understand me? So stop calling yourselves an OG in the space when you're new here. You're a new student here. It's just like coming to junior high school. You're a freshman. Do you understand me? I'm a senior. Do you understand me? So stop calling yourselves OGs. You were not around here during the dark ages of YouTube, so please stop it. You understand? But what's sad about this is a lot of these content creators are out here defending a woman because they want an opportunity to be on her platform. And I need for you folks in the community to understand that everybody that you see that have a black face is not really black. And they're not in support of our people. For them, it's all about the bag. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I have receipts on every content creator on YouTube in terms of the things they post, the things they say. I download every video after they upload a video. I got a file on everybody. And when I tell you, I got files on content creators that have been speaking for years, basically saying that they don't care about the black community. They don't care about the community, and they don't care about this, and they don't care about that. But yet they acting like they in support of black culture and they are in support of our people. No, they're just looking for an opportunity. Even the so-called guy Obsidian, I have a video clip with him where he literally talked about how this situation, what he's doing on YouTube, is just for money. It's just for entertainment. This is what he do. I got the actual video clip. I don't have it on me right now to show you, but I have it on file just in case people try to pull a fast one. I can bring up the tapes. Do you understand what I'm saying? So with him, it's not really about our people. It's about the bag. He said this thing years ago. It's about the bag. It's not about our people. It's not about empowering black men. It's not about empowering black women. It's not about seeing our kids doing better. It's not about the future of our people. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, this is about opportunists who are trying their best to ride the coattail of Just Pearly Things. They're doing what they were doing with Kevin Samuels, and they're using a Caucasian woman to do the agenda. If you go to Just Pearly's platform and look at how media tutorials and reviews and Melanie King were literally going at it concerning black women and the things that they had to say, you have to ask yourself the question, are they really in support of our people? And if you look at all of the people that are really trying to defend Just Pearly Things, you would notice that they kind of fit in with Just Pearly Things. If you know what I mean. If you know what I mean, have you ever seen a news anchor that was a black guy, but he talked like he was Caucasian? He was very high yellow, and he kind of blend in, and they were accepting of him. Well, that's how a lot of the people are that defend Just Pearly Things. If you really think about it, if you really look at the situation, a lot of these guys are literally on her platform to bring black women down. Now, of course, black women got their problems, but black men got their problems. But what I'm trying to figure out here is this. Why is it that in the community, we as black men and women are running to a Caucasian woman's platform to discuss black issues? Why are y'all doing that? Now, another hypocrite in the space who wasn't even at Kevin Samuels' funeral made a video going at it in terms of Just Pearly Things. And he took his video down like a coward. And I don't like that. Because you know what's so sad about this, ladies and gentlemen? All of these guys that claim they're friends of Kevin Samuels, if you notice, they're really not together. One clown made a video talking about Just Pearly Things, going at her. Then he pulled his video down. He totally deleted his video. Video is unavailable, right? He's against what she did. Then you got another one, Tutorials. He makes a video acting as if though he's holding her accountable, but he already spoke to her on the phone, which means this is a business deal. Do you understand me? Because if you speak to somebody by phone, that means you already held them accountable. There's no need to come into the public. That's like if me and you have a disagreement. You said some things about me, I found about it on a podcast, and I went behind the scenes and me and you chopped it up behind the scenes. Well, if you did that, if I did that, then that means we already cleared the air at that point. So there's no need for me to come on social media and make a video telling you that you are being held accountable if I already spoke to you behind the scenes. So when you think about this, MTR claiming that he spoke to Just Pearly behind the scenes and then went online to make a video about her, that's all business. That was a publicity stunt, ladies and gentlemen. That was a publicity stunt to create public outrage. Problem, reaction, solution. You got to look at the MO. You got to look at the MO of how this thing is being played out. He did his video yesterday, but then now today, you see a video that pretty much surfaced where there's a promotion of a video where there's going to be a live stream with Obsidian and Just Pearly Things. Why? That's a part of the campaign. Another part of the campaign is Just Pearly Things just released a video trying to clear herself up on regards to what she said. All of this thing is calculated. It's a plan. It's publicity. You have to understand, with all of us talking about Just Pearly Things, we're also shouting out certain creators' names. I could really care less about all the names that I may shout out. They ain't nothing to me. And at the end of the day, when I make a video about you, it's going to impact the community. Trust and believe that. Because when I make my videos and I break them down, I'm very thorough. These people are opportunists. And they are not here to build up our people. They could care less about the black struggle. They don't care about none of us. This is YouTube. This is the bottom line with these content creators, is making money. And when they went down there to the UK, you have to think about this, ladies and gentlemen. Melanie King did not even show up to Kevin Samuels' funeral. She did not even participate in Kevin Samuels' birthday celebration that was on YouTube, which was another money grab. But she had time to get a plane ticket to go out to the UK to be on Just Pearly Things. Let it make sense, ladies and gentlemen. Let it make sense. Look, I'm just reporting the news. I'm calling it what it is. How could these people talk about Kevin Samuels as their mentor, but they didn't even go to his funeral? How could he be your mentor and your friend? You only knew him for about a few months. Let's just keep it real. Melanie King did not really know Kevin Samuels like that. And if anything, it was just for a few months. I wouldn't call knowing somebody for a few months my friend. To say he's your mentor and you didn't show up to his funeral, that's sad. And to add insult to injury, you didn't even show up to his birthday celebration. But we saw MTR and the other clowns up on there acting like they really care. But really, none of you don't, because none of y'all attended his funeral. So now y'all appointed Just Pearly Things as the new savior in the black community. And it's interesting how Melanie King is on Just Pearly Things, going at it concerning black women, putting black women down, talking about all these problems with black women. But at no point is she talking about Caucasian women. And while she's doing that, Just Pearly Things is sitting back laughing. Why? Because she loves how our people are coming on her platform to make our people look crazy. And that's exactly how you folks look. Opportunists. And this is what they do. Culture vultures. This is what they do on Vlad TV, where you have all these rappers coming up there. What do you think these people are doing in these other communities? They're using black struggles, the issues with black people, as a way to monetize. And that is what Just Pearly is doing. You don't see her going up there talking about the Caucasian community and what's happening in the white community and the single mothers in that community and what baby mamas are doing and who's having this problem. She don't do that. But when it comes to you Negroes, she got you all plastered all over her page, and yet nobody is giving her any sort of public scrutiny. Nobody really cares. There are content creators that are going live right now defending Just Pearly Things. Why? Because they're looking for their opportunity to shine. That's what it's all about. But nobody is reviewing the evidence. Nobody is reviewing the tapes. And this is why somebody like Ringo TV Reactions, we got to always come out with the real, because you can't trust nobody in this space, ladies and gentlemen. Look, you the viewers, you got to understand something. When you come to the platform, on my platform, I'm one of the realest YouTubers there is. These people in these spaces is fake, bro. They are fake. Let's just break it down. Kevin Samuels had multiple quote unquote friends that claim they're his friends after he's dead, right? One, check this out. One makes a video going at it with Pearly Things, talking a bunch of crap about her and how she's this and he wouldn't work with white people and blah, 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 then removes the video. But he ain't make a video about MTR supporting her, being on her platform, working with her. He ain't make no video about that. He ain't make no video about Melanie King being on there, degrading black women, putting black women down and talking about black women and disparaging them. He ain't do that. But see, it's okay to talk about Just Pearly Things because she had a white guy on her channel that pretty much have his issues concerning black people and various other issues. So it's easy to target them. Do you see my point? Then you have an attorney, another hypocrite, who is going around YouTube making threats at everybody, talking a bunch of stuff, but he's supposed to be an attorney, one that practiced law, but don't even know the law or the rights of the people. And he's talking about Just Pearly Things too, in terms of, well, that's your new leader, blah, 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 blah. But he's not talking about MTR. He's not talking about Melanie King. You know what I'm saying? Then you have another attorney that made a fake false statement video talking about Shanquella. I think we all know who that attorney is, where he fabricated some information that he got from overseas somewhere. And yet, what is he saying about the situation? See, this is what I mean about the hypocrites and the opportunists that are in the YouTube streets. All of these people that claim they were Kevin Samuels' friend, it's like they're all turning against one another if you really think about it, because they're all saying different things and none of them is sticking to the script. The bottom line is they want to make money and they want to secure the bag. And by securing the bag, they got to protect the queen. And that's exactly what they're doing on the chessboard, fam. I'm telling you, I'm trying to give you guys the real. Listen, I don't think y'all understand how serious this is. Let me see if I could do something real fast. Let me see if I could do something so I can show you how serious this is, right? I didn't have this plan, but let me see if I could do this, all right? Okay. Let me hope the volume don't go off. Hold on. Sorry about that. All right, I'm gonna let this play so I can get into my video. I want to do something because I want to show you something, because people think that this is a game. I'm trying to show you how real this is. Serious business, fam. So again, as you come into the building, be sure to click the like button, because you're not gonna get nothing as real as this in these YouTube streets. Now, I want to show you something. It's interesting. The stats change, but I'm gonna show you anyway, because I want you to see this just so that you can know. Now, keep in mind, the stats originally said 10, but for some reason it's saying 7 now. So I want to show you this. Just so before we continue, I need to show you this so you can understand how serious this is, right? As you can see on the screen, these are some stats for my last video that I made regarding damage control concerning MTR and how he was trying to do damage control. Notice where it says subscribers, -7. That means that 7 people unsubscribed because of the fact that I made the video trying to hold him accountable. Yes, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. Right? Now, what I want you to get from this, right? Let me see if I could do this real quick. All right? So now, I want you to see how this is here. It originally said 9, which means, I think it was 9, 10. I think it was 10 the most. 10 people unsubscribed from my platform. Not that I really care. I could really care less. My point is, I made a video to hold MTR accountable for his involvement with Just Pearly. And 10 people were more offended because I'm holding him accountable, which shows the loyalty of how people are in support of culture vultures and opportunists. Not only that, I had to block members of my own platform. I'm talking about people who joined my channel membership, who came into my platform, calling me a crab in the barrel for making my video to hold that brother accountable. Think about that. Think about that. 10 people unsubscribe because they're in their feelings, because they don't like the fact that I'm holding MTR accountable. All of you can unsubscribe for us, all I care, because you're not a supporter anyway. And I can guarantee you the 10 folks that unsubscribe never hit the Cash App, never hit the Super Chat in their life. So who cares at the end of the day? All right? We don't care if you unsubscribe, but we're gonna give you this truth, because that's what people come here for. They come here to get the truth, and that's what I'm gonna pretty much preach. So now, let's get into the tapes. Peace and blessings to everybody in the chat. My apologies for not greeting everybody. Thanks for joining the stream. V-Dub Man is in the building. Appreciate everybody for showing up. We are talking about the situation with Just Pearly doing damage control and the Racoons of YouTube. Yes, that's right. The Racoons of YouTube. And I think you know what raccoons mean. Play on words. You understand the purpose. But this is exactly what it is. The woman that is holding the raccoon in her hand is exactly how Just Pearly is holding various content creators in her hand. You got to understand, ladies and gentlemen, MTR, Melanie King, and various other content creators are in full support of Just Pearly, even though what she said and who she had on her platform. That goes to show how we as a people of color, why we're on the bottom. It's because we hold Masa high, right? We will, if the house is burning, our house is burning, Masa. Let me get it right for you, because you know we got to do this thing right.
Masa? The house is burning, Masa. Who, you sick, Masa? Oh, we sick, Masa. We's a sick. We's a sick, Masa. You hungry, Masa? You want me to fix you some food, Masa? We's a hungry, Masa. Weezer, Massa, I just want to be on your platform so I could get some views. I just want to support Just Pearly things because, I think that's all, folks. That's all, folks. That's all, folks.
This is what's happening in these streets, fam. All jokes aside, we got to keep it 1,000, man. These people are opportunists, man, and they let the community down. A lot of these content creators, I hope that you notice who they are and you mark them, because a lot of them are flip-floppers. See, when it comes to me, ladies and gentlemen, I've been official since day one. I've been consistent since day one. I haven't deviated from the purpose and the plan. I stay straight and forward. But these guys, how could y'all do that, fam? Out of all the content creators in the space that are so-called black, if you notice, all of these content creators that are black, they don't work with them, right? They don't support them. They don't build them up. They don't shout their names out. But when it comes to a Caucasian woman, oh man, you give her the red carpet treatment. You hold her to the highest standard. Sad. Imagine that, the power of this woman have all of these content creators doing damage control right now. Heavy damage control is going on. You got a lot of creators in these spaces. Y'all got to mark who they are, fam, because all of them are fake. I'm telling you, I promise you. A lot of you content creators need to call this stuff out. A lot of you dudes that got microphones, stop sitting there with your microphone scared to talk about these clowns, bro. Like, seriously. You don't see how they destroyed the community from within, bro, for a check, bro. No integrity. You got guys in this space that have a following of people, and they're defending Just Pearly things. Rather than them saying, yo, I ain't working with this woman ever, and hold their people up, they're sympathetic to her, fam. Let's take a look at some of these receipts. Let's find out what's going on, because this right here is sad, fam. I just got to review some of this stuff. We're going to review her tape as well, because this is just bad, man. I can't believe what I'm seeing in these spaces, but it's not surprising. It's not really surprising. This is what Opportunist does, man. This is what they do, bro. They don't care about us. Look, fam, all you folks that unsubscribe, you should be ashamed of yourself. What it shows me is that our people love the other nations more than their own. Listen, the other nations should not even be in the conversation, bro. Real talk. Now, of course, I might have Caucasian people that watch my platform, but they know their place, bro. They know their job is not to come in here trying to talk about black issues, bro. When we talking about issues concerning our community, that's none of their business, bro. So I'm trying to figure out, how is it that you cats have Just Pearly as the forefront of a movement, and y'all talking about black issues on her platform? This is sad. Y'all supposed to establish y'all own platform. Don't you content creators supposed to have millions of dollars? Don't the MTRs and all these guys, aren't y'all all millionaires? So what's going on, man? Y'all can't establish y'all own company, y'all own movement. Y'all following behind her. So y'all all working for her. Really? Y'all didn't listen to the tapes? MTR, I know you're gonna go back and work with her. This is all a publicity stunt. I already see through the game. I see the game plan. I already know what y'all doing. It's a publicity stunt. Y'all advertising. That's why you came on your platform in your damage control video and you talked about how y'all were creating a dating show. That's publicity, fam. You're advertising, subliminally using problem, reaction, solution. I can read through you, bro. That's what's going on. Now, of course, I ain't gonna get no support. You have to understand that when you are actually teaching and pushing the truth, you ain't gonna get no support in these YouTube streets. And I don't need none of these cats' support because I roll solo. See, the beauty of rolling solo is I don't rock with none of these cats. So I don't got nothing to lose. I don't care how they think about me because I was never with them to begin with. You understand? I rep the Most High. I don't rep none of these YouTubers because they're opportunists. Your people supposed to come first, bro. Let Just Pearly talk about her people and the issues in her community. She's an opportunist. Listen, she came here to take advantage and exploit the issues concerning black people. And you brothers in the space, y'all allowed it. And this is why your women don't respect you, because look at you. You crowned her as your Lord and Savior, and you're defending her. Sad. You would think, now check this out, fam. You got a lot of other black female content creators in this space that I don't agree with, by the way. But at the end of the day, why these YouTubers that are pushing Just Pearly, why they didn't uplift the black women that are in the space that they believe have a message for the community? Why they ain't building up those platforms? Why? Because they know it wouldn't be effective. That's why they gravitated towards Just Pearly's platform, because hey, look at who she is, right? Image is everything, right? So they've decided to get behind her. Do you see how our people are still thinking like a slave? All that influence you have, and you still up under somebody. All of that power you thought you have, but you still up under somebody's table. Wow. These guys got to work with Just Pearly in order to be successful. Can you folks please create something of your own in terms of building something? Why is it that as black people, there's always somebody that's Caucasian over us? Why is that in everything? Why don't we build our own? Why we have to go on somebody else's platform to talk about black issues? You can't see how embarrassing this is? The way Melanie King dragged black women, and she's a divorcee. Her husband left her. How could she talk about black women when she don't even have no results? This is what I'm saying. Y'all got the wrong people talking that don't supposed to be talking about these issues. Do you understand me? You got people talking about relationship issues. They don't even have a relationship. Do you understand? You got YouTubers talking about relationships and they don't even have a wife. Do you understand me? They don't even have a wife. They don't got no kids. They don't got no family. They don't got no results. How could they help you when they don't even have no results? Wait, let it make sense. How could somebody give you advice about relationships and they don't even have one? That's like a homeless person telling you how you can get paid and he's in a box. It makes no sense. You can't listen to somebody give you advice when they don't even have the results, fam. I'm a family man. I have a wife. So at the end of the day, when I talk about relationships, I know what I'm talking about. I could give you the game. When these women listen to my videos and they reject information, they act all haughty and, well, I don't want to. Hey, I laugh because I know the end from the beginning. I know they're going to struggle in the future. Why? Because I got the results. You understand? So like any good coach, if you don't want the proper training, then hey, you're going to suffer at the end of the day. So that being said, let's get down to business. Let's check out this footage, find out what's going on. You can only get this kind of content on Ringo TV Reactions. Understand that I provide you with the best reactions on YouTube. Nobody else will do this kind of job, fam. So let's get into this thing, man. Let's get into this thing. Hold on a second. Let me do this real quick. Because somebody have to address all of this stuff, man. I gotta address all of this. I'm tired of the games. I'm tired of these YouTubers are just, everybody is like on the hush hush. Everybody is playing this cold game of not wanting to say anything. And because it's all about money, ladies and gentlemen. Just Pearly don't care nothing about us as a people, fam. She do not care, and it's not for her to care. Do you understand me? I would not go to a person of the other nations and expect them to care about what's going on with black people. I would not expect them to try to fix what is going on with black people. It is up to us as a nation of people to fix our community, not the other nations, fam. All of you creators that are dependent on other nations to do your job, You're a disgrace to your people, fam. I'm just being honest with you. We supposed to take responsibility in educating our own women, educating our own men and our children, and repairing the community. Only we could do that. They could care less about that. If anything, they're going to make money off of our community. And that's exactly what Just Pearly is doing. Think about all the people that she employ. All of them are so-called black. Yet she had that so-called interesting fella on her platform. And she said some things that we're going to examine right here, including her tape that she released. So let's get into the tape. Let's find out what's going on here. Let's see what we got. Let me turn up the volume. Commentary and criticism, fair use. Ringo TV reactions. Let's get down to business.
She Karen'd you, huh?
Yeah, it's for real.
Yeah. Was she white?
Yeah.
Yeah, we are the best Karens.
Notice what she says. We are the best Karens. This came from Just Pearly. She asks, was the person white? And she said, we are the best Karens. Let's find out what else she said.
Yeah,
we do Karen it better than anyone else.
That's true. Yeah, that's not sure that's like something to be proud
Wait
of.
for
It
it.
kind of is though, actually.
And by the way, this clip is from the Business Channel. Make sure you subscribe to his channel, the Business Channel. He was the first content creator to actually bring this to the public, so give him his just due. Let's go.
Actually, in a way, kind of like pro Karen.
Karens are needed. I'm not saying
Yeah.
like we're
She said Karens are needed. Just Pearly thing says Karens are needed. So now to all of the people of the community that have experienced Karens harassing black men, doing all types of things to black women, Just Pearly just said that Karens are needed. So to all you folks that support Just Pearly, you mean to tell me you support that too? So all of the news reports that we hear of Karens harassing our people, lying on black men, calling the police on black men, getting them arrested falsely, Just Pearly is in support of that. But I'm the bad guy for giving you the truth. Let's go.
sometimes we're in the wrong, but I honestly think like Karens are the ones that do the shit that no one else wants to do.
That do the things that others don't want to do. Look what she's doing here.
Now, you might have been on the negative end of the Karen stick, right?
That's how
But they
I know.
all probably wanted you fired or wanted you blacklisted, right?
Wanted you fired, wanted you blacklisted. Isn't this what happened on the 9-to-5 grind? Where you experience a Karen that get you fired, or you have a neighbor that report you, call the police on you because you're playing loud music. This is what Just Pearly supports, fam.
Karen's just the one that did it.
Yeah, that's
Karen-
right.
So, from my point of view, if the guy next door is having this loud party and I'm the one that goes and complains, everyone wanted it to stop.
Wow. Everyone wanted it to stop. So she feels that she's doing the community a good service by reporting you. And this is what she supports. So all of the situations you see in the community where Karens do things that affect us as a people, Just Pearly is in support of that. And these are the people who MTR support. These are the people that Melanie King support. These are the people that Obsidian supports. He supports Karens. This is what they do, ladies and gentlemen. There's no other way to put it. This is who they're defending. Let's go.
That's right.
I'm pro Karen.
I am too.
She said that she is pro Karen. Now, if she is pro Karen, why is it that we have so many YouTubers defending a woman that is pro Karen? Could you explain that to me? I want to know. We could just stop the show right there. So you are pro Karen, Miss Pearly, but for some reason, you got all these people that are people of color that work for you. It's surprising to me that none of those people didn't quit, especially with everything that's going on. But they're not going to quit because just like our people, they never quit. They'll continue to work for a company that they know treat them like garbage. Imagine she says she's pro Karen and people are still supporting her.
No. And that's not a conservative position, especially not 50 million people in 10 years.
Right.
Because America's got 300 million. So, you know, what is that? 1/6 of the population in 10 years.
And so why is that?
Why does he support that?
No, why are you against him pro? Because in my head, See, I hire people from Africa.
Right.
Shut up.
She said she hired people from Africa.
Blessing.
Yeah.
And I just see like the work ethic of people that are like not from America, and they often work harder than the people that are from America.
Are you seeing what's happening here, ladies and gentlemen? The people from Africa, she says, work harder than the people in America. And you know what she just did? She just said that black people in America are not hard workers. So she hired black people, Africans from Africa. Do you see how she see you? She see you as lazy. She see you as somebody that you're just a busybody. You're not dependable. You're not successful. This is how Just Pearly see people of color in America. But I'm the bad guy for talking about it. Imagine MTR is on a broadcast supporting a woman that believed that black people in America are lazy. That's basically what she just said, y'all. That's basically what she just said. Let me see if I wind this back a little bit. This is crazy. Let's go.
And I just see like the work ethic of people that are like not from America, and they often work harder than the people that are from America.
Wow.
So in my head, it's like, wouldn't it help us economically if we had more, like if they had a certain like mindset?
Wow. If they had a certain mindset, wouldn't it work out for us economically? In other words, man, if all of these people in America had the same mindset like the people in Africa that she hired, we would be able to benefit. Doesn't it sound like slavery talk? Doesn't it sound like a plantation, like a slave master talking amongst themselves? Like, if we could just get all these hard workers. Notice they're not talking about no other ethnic groups of people. They're just talking about black people, people of color, whether they're so-called African American, quote unquote, or people that live in African countries. This is beyond sad. But we got black YouTubers that are defending this kind of behavior. She look at African Americans as lazy. They're not diligent. They're not hard workers, because there's another statement in here where they were talking about how the people in Africa are industrious and African Americans are not. So you got to put it all together on how she see you. That means when MTR is sitting next to Just Pearly things, she don't see him the same way she see the Africans. She see him as lazy. Do you see how this goes? But yet they are working with her. And this is why I said in my last stream that MTR already knew about the video. But y'all keep getting mad at me. Y'all could get mad at me all y'all want. In the end, you're going to see MTR continue to work with her. I can guarantee you that. He's going to go back and work with her. He's not going to listen. When it comes to the money, in these YouTube streets, these content creators never would neglect that bag. You're going to see him working with her. Oh yeah, he's going to definitely go back and work with her, because if she made a public video to hold herself accountable, then that's the key for him to go back and work with her to be justified. So it's not like he can say, well, I'm not going to work with her no more. That was all a part of the marketing campaign. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, him making that video about her was marketing. Trust me. I'm in these YouTube streets. I know how these people do it. They do this all the time in business. Problem, reaction, solution. That's what they just finished pulling on your ears. Let's go.
Hire people from Africa.
Right.
Shout out Blessing.
Yeah.
And I just see like the work ethic of people that are like not from America.
Uh-oh.
And they often work harder than the people that are from America.
Wow.
So in my head, it's like, wouldn't it help us economically if we had more, like if they had a certain like mindset in order to come here?
There is a lot of truth to that.
A certain mindset to come here. So now we go into another can of worms, because it's like she know that they work a certain way based on her experience. She believe they work harder, they're industrious, but she want them to have a certain mindset so that they can come here. Notice she's not looking for Caucasians to come to work for her. Think about how that sound, ladies and gentlemen. She don't even see these as human beings. She don't see the Africans as human beings with dignity and honor. She see them as laborers. Do you see that? You can't see the severity of the problem because everybody else is ignoring it. On her channel, everybody is saying, we love you, we love you. They're blind to this information that I'm showing you here. Let's go.
And I'll agree with you there, particularly like Hispanics in America. Very hard. The Africans, too. I mean, because I met them.
Notice how they're talking about the Hispanics in America. They're talking about the Nigerians. They're talking about this. Notice, if you really think about this, they're just talking about black people based on their ability to work. You don't see how that sound? Am I the only one that see that? This is crazy.
Americans I'm pretty sure they out earn white Americans.
They do. Their median income, this is old statistics,
Indian,
but it's like $80,000 a year.
Yeah.
They're, Iranians, all those immigrant groups, they're very productive. And
it would make my job easier too. Like, because I'm thinking
it'll make her job easier too by hiring Africans. Man, I tell you, fam.
Me, so I'm a woman, a selfish perspective.
Yeah.
She's a selfish woman. She just admitted it.
Like, if immigration would be easier, it'd be easier to get some of my employees from England to the U.S.
Yeah.
Wow. Yo. This is the woman that they're defending right now. But again, opportunists will do anything for money, fam. Some guys in these streets will do anything for $1. Anything. I can understand people wanting to make money, but if you're the kind of person that would do anything for $1 and you don't got no morals, no integrity, no code, you a sad individual, fam. And I can't trust you.
It's 90% white in 1965, and it's going to be 80% non-white in 2100, and say that's the same place.
So that's why they call you a white supremacist.
That is why they say that.
Because you feel like by changing the entire demographic makeup of a country, it's going to completely change the country. The same way if in Poland they switched it out with Nigerians, it would be a completely different country.
Exactly, yeah. How do you feel? Well, I don't want to get you in trouble.
Now listen to this. He just said, I don't want to get you in trouble. Listen to this.
But I mean, did you think that makes me a white supremacist to say that?
No, that kind of makes sense.
Wow, it kind of makes sense. So she agreed with him. So she agrees that it doesn't make him a white supremacist. Are you seeing that? Put a 1 in the chat if you heard that. She basically don't agree that he's a white supremacist. He just asked her, do you think that that's what makes me what it is? Do you think that's what it is? She said, no. It kind of makes sense. That's what she just said. So basically, she's in agreement with him. Listen to the tape.
The same way if in Poland they switched it out with Nigerians, it would be a completely different country.
Exactly, yeah. How do you feel? Well, I don't want to get you in trouble, but I mean, did you think that makes me a white supremacist to say that?
No, that kind of makes sense, like what you're saying.
It makes sense. Just Pearly just said it. What he said makes sense. And yet all of these black YouTubers are on her bandwagon trying to get clout chasing because they want their views and they want some money, and they'll do anything. They'll throw their people under the bus. They don't care about our people. See, this is why, ladies and gentlemen, I keep telling you to support the platform. A lot of y'all come here, y'all just listening. Y'all not hitting that Cash App. Y'all not hitting the Super Chat. And I'm giving y'all all this information. Y'all don't support me because of my skin color. You don't think I need any support. But all of you will go to Just Pearly, and you'll hit her Cash App, you'll hit her Super Chat, you'll make it rain over there to make sure that she can stay in control. What a shame. But shame on you. Sad. Let's get down to business. Let's go.
Do you think that makes me a white supremacist to say that?
No, that kind of makes sense. Like what
it kind of makes sense. So she's in agreement with him. But she made an apology video acting as if though she wasn't in agreement with him. But she said it makes sense. It makes sense what he's saying. So she's in agreement with him. But you folks can't see that because you're blinded by her skin complexion. Do you see how that works? All you got to do is have her skin complexion, and no matter what she says, she's right. But me? Oh, because of this? Oh, I'm wrong. I'm a hater.
Saying, personally, I'm trying to get my Africans in America, so we're not gonna support them. Look at, please make it easy for me to immigrate next year.
Do you see what's going on in the community? She says she's trying to get her Africans in America, not her Caucasian workers. She's trying to get her laborers to come over here. It kind of reminds me of those sweat camps, them sweatshops where they have a lot of these big companies that hire people from poor third world countries, and they have them slaving to do all this work. That's what she's basically into. It sounds that way to me. That she's looking for cheap labor that she can hire. Cheap labor, but we get a higher return because of their work ethic. They work very hard, hardworking, persistent. We need that kind of labor because the African Americans in America, they're lazy. So I'm not really hiring them. So that means that Just Pearly would not hire any of you black folks that actually watch her broadcast. If you, as a black person, is turning a blind eye to what I just says, shame on you. Because that's exactly what she's saying. She would never hire none of you to work for her because she don't see you as hardworking. So she already have a predisposition on how she see black Americans. But you don't see that there's a problem here? Imagine another group of people is looking at you, brothers and sisters, and already prejudged all of you as you're all lazy and you don't work hard. To the point that she'd rather go to Africa to get Africans and hire them. That's basically what she just said. Now imagine the company you work for publicly said that they will not hire you if you're an African American because you're lazy and you don't work hard, but they'll hire people from Africa because they're industrious. How does that sound? But I'm the bad guy because I'm reacting to this video, because I'm sharing my commentary and criticism. I'm the bad guy. But you will support Just Pearly with hundreds and thousands of dollars in support because of her skin complexion. But because I'm black, something's wrong with me, right? I'm a hater. I'm just not intelligent, right? All the information that I'm giving you, I'm breaking this thing down very perfectly. But you're still trying to act like you don't understand. Let's go.
Well, I will say, hey, they are more industrious than American blacks.
Get blessing in.
He just said they're more industrious than American blacks. Listen.
Say, hey, they are more industrious than American blacks.
Get blessing.
They are more industrious than American blacks. So as you can see, the conversation is not about Americans as a whole in terms of Asian, Caucasian, black. They're not talking about Americans as a whole. Their primarily focus is black people. They're comparing African labor with African American labor in America. This is sad and this is very troubling, and she needs to be held accountable. And if you folks that are still supporting her still support this nonsense because she made a little video talking about, well, what I did was wrong. She don't care about you. Because if she did it, she didn't care about you. See, the cloth that I'm cut from is once you cross that line, the line is already done drawn and there's no turning back. See, if you did dirt to me, ain't no forgiveness here. Do you understand me? Once you cross me, it's a wrap. That's it. Ain't gonna be no forgiveness parties with me. Yeah, but the Bible says to turn the other cheek and to do this and do that. Fam, what did I just tell you? Ain't no forgiveness with me, bro. Once you cross that line and disrespect it, I can't even trust you. So by the pure fact that she said what she said, I see how she see me. So if I'm in America, she see me as lazy. She see me as not industrious. She see me as the type of guy that can't be dependent on because I'm not going to be working hard compared to an African that's in Africa. That's basically how she see black men. That means she looked down on black men. That means she looked down on black women, and she see all of us as lazy. That's how you supposed to see this. And that's what she's trying to hide from. And all of these content creators that are defending her, you should be ashamed of yourselves. You're only trying to defend her because you want your shot for her to either be on your platform to help you grow in subscribers or so you could be featured on her channel. That's exactly what all you creators are doing. You creators in these spaces, y'all bunny hop to everybody's channel. You don't see me doing stuff like that, family. You don't see me in these YouTube streets trying to get on everybody's channel, trying to, have a cameo on this channel and do this and do that and have a photo op and try to be here and featured here. You don't see me doing that. I ain't never doing that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to know none of these people. You know why? Because they're all opportunists and they're frauds, and I can see right through them. They don't care about our people. It's all about the dollar at this point. Let's get back to the tapes.
He can stay.
Wow.
Well, but you're very industrious.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people that
Notice he says she is very industrious, meaning she's hardworking. You see what I'm saying? She's hardworking. But he said that African Americans are not. Are you seeing this? And this is the guy that she put on her show, family. And YouTubers, black YouTubers, are right now defending her name, defending her brand, because they made a deal with her. One content creator is going to be going live where he's going to have her on the air to defend herself. Family, they already had that established already. They already set that in motion. That's a part of the business deal. Create a problem, get the reaction, and then have a solution. And they all eat at the end of the day. They all get to sit at the round table and eat and laugh at us because they got the ears and the eyes of the people. You have to understand how business is on YouTube, fam. This is what's going down. What are you going to do about it? Let's go.
like to be a YouTuber because they'd like people to care about their opinions and like what they ate for lunch and, you know, things about my life that just make sense or whatever. But how many people could make a company and deal with the things you deal with, you know, like recruiting and, you know, because I mean, not on the same scale as you, but I do things and it's tough. You know, it's a business. It's fun.
It's a business, y'all. Can't you see it's a business? It's a business.
In front of the camera, but behind the scenes, it's a business. And that is a German attribute, to be industrious. I'm Italian. The only times I'm on time for things is when I like get the time wrong, when I think I'm supposed to be there way earlier than I'm actually supposed to be there. Because I thought I was supposed to be here at 3.
Oh, really?
That's why I texted you. I texted you, I'm on my way, because I thought I was already 10 minutes late when I was leaving.
Yeah, well, it's okay. Blessing was more late African.
Well, he's black.
Yeah.
He's black. You see how they laughing at him and making fun of him? Now, check this out, ladies and gentlemen. This is a clip right here. Let me see if I can do this real quick. Let me see if I can do this. All right, because we got to bring out these receipts. We got to bring out all of this stuff, right? Now, Obsidian made a video. I think the video is probably like 8 or 9 hours or something like that. We're talking about like a shift at work. We're talking about 8 or 9 hour live stream. That's a long live stream, right? Made a video, right? Let's see what's happening here. Just Pearly is in the chat room on his comments, right? Now, I believe Obsidian, what he did is he did a reaction video to her full video, which in my opinion, he should never have done. He fell right into the trap and it may cost him his YouTube channel. Maybe YouTube might not do anything, but I can guarantee you Just Pearly knew exactly what she was doing. Notice what she said in the chat, family. She says, let me see if I can open this up more. I don't know if you can fully see it, but she said, if this is the full video, you should not react to it. You will get your whole channel struck. Now notice that came from Just Pearly. She's telling that to Obsidian, right? She came back and she says, be careful. Then she came back in and says, it may not be because it's a reaction, but be careful. No. See, what Obsidian should have did is he should have never even react to her video. He should have never did that at all. Like, he should have just left it alone. But again, when you want the clout, when you want to please Masa, you will do you'll sacrifice your life. You'll sacrifice your channel. You do anything to please Masa, because it's like, if you do it, you can earn their good graces, not realizing that Just Pearly don't even care about him. I'm just being honest with you. I got to call it for what it is. She don't care about none of us at the end of the day. It's about the bag. At the end of the day, the bag is the main thing. Most of you guys are just pawns in the game. You're just a raccoon in the game. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, that's all you are. So when we look at this clip on his channel, he rolled out the red carpet for her. Very, very troubling to listen to at the end of the day, because the way he rolled out the red carpet, it was as if though Kevin Samuels came by. And I never seen him roll out the red carpet for any black woman in this manner. I never seen that. Right? I never seen a black man roll out the red carpet for a Caucasian woman in this manner. So let's play the tape. Let's listen to this thing, hear exactly what's going on.
By the way, we do indeed have Just Pearly Things in the building. If Miss Just Pearly Things, I'm going to put the link out there for Miss Just Pearly Things. It's for her only. If anybody else comes up here, I'm gonna kick you out.
If anybody else come up here, I'm going to kick you out. Fam, you just rolled out the red carpet for a woman that believed that black men in America are lazy, black women are lazy. She made it appear as if though slavery wasn't as bad as it was. She laughed, made a mockery of our people, and you inviting her on your panel. Only her, and if anybody else, I'm kicking you off. Have you ever invited a black woman like that? Have you ever invited a black woman on your panel to speak and gave her that kind of support? Now, fam, I know who you are, right? I remember all of the things. I got all your old classic tapes where you used to go in on black women, you know, bashing black women 24 hours a day. I got some of your harshest videos. I got those videos on archive. I just thought I'd let you know that. So to see how you're giving a Caucasian woman this kind of treatment, but when it comes to black women, you used to bash them severely. I mean, if I was to play some of the audio of the tapes of this guy and how he would talk to our women, it's horrible. And to see that he give such gentle treatment, it kind of remind me of these movies where you see black actors and it's like the Mandingo type movies and slave movies where they show great love for the wife of the slave owner. But when it comes to their own people, man, they don't show you no love at all. None. Well, let's go. Let's listen to the tape.
If she would like to come up and speak to any of this, the link is in the chat room for her only.
Wow.
I know she's got a lot of things going on. She's very busy these days. But if Miss Just Pearly Things would like to come up and speak to any of this, she may do so. The link is in the chat room for her only.
Wow. He said that a lot of times. For her only. Preferential treatment, y'all. You see how that works? Now, is he holding her accountable? Is he giving her pushback? No. He's trying to get his numbers up. And see, the thing with these YouTube streets is they really believe that if they support another content creator, their numbers are going to go up. Not necessarily. You have to think about this, ladies and gentlemen. He's supposed to be one of Kevin Samuels' friends, right? But he didn't attend his funeral. That's another content creator that did not attend Kevin Samuels' funeral. You see that, ladies and gentlemen? That man did not attend Kevin Samuels' funeral. Now think about that. Isn't that a shame? But wasn't he giving a speech on Kevin Samuels' quote unquote birthday celebration? Promoting books, but didn't have time to go to the man's funeral to pay your respects when he's in a box. See, I'm the only content creator that is able to talk about these things. And they know who I am. Trust and believe that. Mr. Obsidian, you know who I am. I think you do that. I think you know who I am. Why are you clout chasing for? Why are you defending a woman that looks down on black people? Why are you defending a woman that had a so-called supremacist guy on her platform? You're making light of it like it ain't nothing. See, this is why our people can't grow. This is why. Rather than you guys focus on the community and building a community, it's not even about that. But then again, sir, I already done know your position. For you, it's not about the community. I have the original video that you made where you publicly said that you're not on YouTube to help anybody. You're not on YouTube to help the community, the community, or to focus on black issues. It's about making money. I have your audio. I have the videotape, timestamp, the date. I got it all. And I keep a file on everybody on YouTube because of days like this. I have that information on hand. But this is a sad day. But let's get back to the tapes.
And we are taking a big risk on this channel to play the interview in its entirety, but we felt that it was important in the public interest.
Notice he's taking a big risk. So you mean to tell me, sir, you would take a big risk of risking your entire YouTube channel, not knowing the consequences? Just Pearly didn't even upload the full video on her YouTube channel because she already know that the video is a problem. That's why she put it on another website. Do you understand me? That's why she put the video on another website, because she knew the video wouldn't be safe on YouTube. She knows that. And she's Caucasian, so she's supposed to know that, right? But how come you don't know that? See, it's sad to me how Negroes would go and sacrifice their life to defend and prove something for a Caucasian woman. So let me get this straight, sir. If, let's just say hypothetically, the video you have, not that I'm wishing anything bad on you, but let's just say YouTube watched the video and they find it to be a little over the top and they decide to strike your channel or whatever the case is, right? Do you think that Just Pearly is going to come to your rescue? Do you think that Just Pearly is going to go on to YouTube on your behalf and say, hey, YouTube, I'm Caucasian, I have 1 million subscribers. Obsidian just did a reaction video. It's within guidelines and fair use. Could you please remove whatever strike or give him his channel back? You think that she's going to do that for you? She's not going to do that for you. She's not going to do that for you, sir, because she told you right there not to do it. It's right there in the text. She says, if this is the full video, you should not react to it. You will get your whole channel struck. So she already done know what's going to come your way. It may not come right now, but she knows what's going to come your way, and you don't know who she's working for. That's the thing that's crazy about this, is that a lot of you YouTubers, you really think that they got love for you. And I'm here to tell you, fam, she don't got no love for you, bro. She don't. And for you to put yourself at risk to get views, that's sad. It's like, that's desperation. Like, I would not put my entire platform in jeopardy for somebody I don't even know, number one, by playing their entire video. There's no need to play the entire video. The business channel already played the specific clips that was needed. You understand? The entire video is not even necessary. That to me is just unnecessary at this point. That's why she didn't put it on YouTube. She promoted it on YouTube. On her platform, she promoted the full video. Not the full video, she gave a snippet of the video. This is why I'm telling you that media tutorials and reviews, he already knew about the video, family. He already knew about it because she had it promoting and she had the link. The link to the video, the full video was in the description on the promotion video. And it was there the whole time, even while MTR and Melanie King was doing content in the UK with Just Pearly. So he already knew about it. That's why when I look at his damage control video, I don't buy it because it's fake. It's marketing at best. You understand? So anyway, let's get back to the tapes. Let's go.
To have a full hearing of these issues. We don't want to do sound bites. We don't want to do clips. We don't want to take things out of context. We're going to do the whole thing front to back in its entirety, in context. So nobody can say that we chopped it up, we screwed it, we sound all this nonsense. We didn't do that.
Listen, at the end of the day, there's no need to play her entire video. I have the full video already. There's no need. People ask me to do a reaction. I'm not doing no reaction to that mess. It's just not appropriate to do. See, I understand guidelines and I understand what is, good to do and what's not to do. That video is it's not even worthy of doing a reaction to. It's just not. That's why she didn't post it on YouTube. See, I'm smart. You may not be that smart. It's a little desperate to put a video on YouTube that clearly a Caucasian woman knew not to put on YouTube. That ought to be a red flag for you. You know what I mean? Like if I were you personally, you know what I'm saying? I would have never did that. But then again, maybe your loyalty for her is greater than your loyalty for Kevin Samuels. All right, let's get back into this. Let's roll the tapes. Let's go.
And we're going to go wherever the evidence leads.
Wow. Wherever the
Ms.
evidence
Just
leads.
Pearly Thing says that she's unable to participate at this time. I'm going to put it up there. She says she's going to have to she's open to having a live tomorrow. So tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, we're on. I normally take my Sundays off, but I'm going to make an exception here. We will set everything up. I have a way to contact Ms. Just Pearly Things off the...
Oh, he have a way to contact Just Pearly Things. So as you can see, they have conversations behind the scenes. Ladies and gentlemen, this is all business. This is all business.
Mike, we will set everything up tomorrow for a live exclusive where Ms. Just Pearly Things will be joining yours truly tomorrow, Sunday, March 26th, where she'll have an opportunity to speak to all of these questions.
So that means that on today, they will be having a live stream. So there's a free plug, Mr. Obsidian. They will be doing a live stream where she will be doing her, I guess, some sort of making her public statements under trial or whatever the case is on his platform. But the thing about this is it's all business, ladies and gentlemen. It's to get his numbers up. And the thing is, a lot of times people think that because I make videos like this and I'm sharing my commentary that it's going to make my subscribers subscribe to all of them. My subscribers are smart. They're not going to subscribe to none of you. I'm just being honest. They're not dumb. Because I make it very clear on what's going on here. You guys are opportunists at the end of the day. So if anybody subscribe to you from my platform, they slow. You know what I mean? At the end of the day. But let's get into this tape. This is supposed to be Just Pearly Things giving her first public statement regarding the situation at hand. So let's take a listen to this, see exactly what's going on, because this right here is a clear example of why I don't rock with none of these people in this space, because she comes on to do damage control and in my opinion, she didn't hold herself accountable. Now, you saw the tapes, you saw some of the clips, and that's just a few clips. There's a lot more that was said. Let's get into this thing.
What up, guys? Welcome to the Just Pearly Things YouTube channel, and welcome to Morning Coffee Thoughts, where I give my thoughts over morning coffee. Today I have a chai tea. I quit coffee. You guys don't care about what I'm drinking. Okay.
Yes, we don't care about what you're drinking. That was very silly of you to even do that. That was just a waste of tape, a waste of time, a waste of data on a memory card. What's the point of coming on to show us a cup? What are you promoting? Are you promoting for that company? What do you have, some sort of partnership deal? Are they sponsoring you? What exactly did you do there? Anyway, let's get to the tape.
Today, I'm going to be addressing the Nick Fuentes situation. I know why you guys are here. Okay. So I want to first say I take full accountability for everything that happened. Everything that happens in life, as I say to the girls on my show, is my own fault. The fact that
She's not taking full accountability, y'all. If you look at the way her body language is, the way she's moving up around, moving over here, moving her head over there, she's not taking no responsibility. She's just coming on camera to save face and to do damage control. Let's go.
people are making these videos is my own fault. And the situation that I'm in is my own fault. Now I'm going to give you guys an explanation and give you guys context for some of the conversations that were had. Just know it's not an excuse. It's my own fault. I take full accountability.
What is full accountability to you? What does that mean that you take full accountability? What does that mean? Like, what did you do to take full accountability? You basically degraded black people, made slavery out to be of nothing, right? When we had our children being used as alligator bait, but you try to make it seem like it's not important. Like it was just some light day in the park. You made a comparison between Africans and African Americans by saying that the African people are more industrious and how you need to get them over here because they work harder, right? And you made it appear as though black people are not industrious, which means they're lazy and they don't work. But we are supposed to be more sympathetic towards you. Okay, yeah, it makes a lot of sense, right?
For everything that happened. Okay. So, but I'm going to answer questions that people have brought my way. So the first thing is, why did you have Nick on?
Why?
So, the reasoning behind having Nick Fuentes on.
Notice how she keeps looking all over the place. Notice how she keep looking all over the place. The reason for having Nick on, and she's looking all over the place. Because she knew what she was doing. That's why. Let's stop playing games, fam.
Was because I heard that he was on the no-fly list and he lost his bank account. Now, from your point of view, you would think, why would you invite someone on that's on the no-fly list, right? That would be a bad. Well, he's not anymore. That's how he flew, but he was. So I was more just curious why this man was banned on everything. Now,
you see the lies that she's saying? She was curious about this and curious about that. These are lies.
I've seen a lot of videos that say I play dumb or I'm playing dumb.
You do play dumb because in your video and the business channel brought it out how you distinctly said that you didn't know anything about certain things, but then you did know. So you lied. And now you want to come clean in the public. There's no forgiveness for you, fam.
And I'll tell you what I knew and what I didn't know. So I did know that he was a known racist. I did know he was a known sexist. I did know that basically.
So you did know, but in the other video, you act like you didn't know. Oh, I get it. Okay.
Every bad name in the book from the right and the left, everyone hated him.
So you knew all of this stuff, but you still brought him on your broadcast to put black people down, right? And say some reckless things. Okay.
So, the reason I had him on was because, guys, people say that stuff about me. They say I'm sexist. They say I'm a misogynist. And, you know, I really just like to give people the benefit of the doubt when I interview them. I don't go into interviews trying to interrogate someone. I just more try to listen and see where they're coming from. In hindsight, that wasn't smart. And in hindsight, I should have had someone, you know, maybe Sarah Garvey, maybe another content creator.
She's repeating the same things that media tutorials and reviews talked about. In other words, when he was talking about how she should have had somebody that was there, can you see she's just going by the playbook? She's literally repeating and doing the damage control that tutorials told her to do. You should have had somebody else there with you. But see, a lot of people are sympathetic towards her. They're forgiving. They're like, oh, we love you still. You should read the comments. The comments are amazing. People are in the comments over there pampering her and, you know, telling her we love you. It doesn't matter what you did. We still love you. I'm like, yo, man, she could say anything and people going to still rock with her no matter what.
That could have pushed back more and really was more educated on the topics that he was talking about than I was, because I certainly was not an expert in any of the stuff that he was talking about. I did remove the interview.
Why you remove the interview? That's a sign of guilt. When you remove the interview, it's because you're guilty. There's no other way around it. By the pure fact that Just Pearly removed the interview is a sign of guilt and should be a red flag to all of you that she can't be trusted. Because if you really stand on your square, you'll leave the interview up during the controversy or whatever the case is, the backlash. That way it's a public record for people to go back and listen to. You took it down because you're trying to hide and you don't want nobody making any videos to hold you accountable. That right there mean you don't want to be held accountable. Me personally, Pearl, I don't trust you. I know that you're an opportunist. I know that you're exploiting the Black community for personal gain. I understand what you're doing. You're misappropriating Black culture for your own pockets, and you're using people from Africa because the cost of labor might be cheaper, and then you're using content creators that are coming from the Kevin Samuels space to further give you clout and recognition so that people will subscribe and hold you as the new leader of the so-called manosphere. Imagine that, guys. Imagine that. A woman, a Caucasian woman, is now the leader of the Black manosphere. That's amazing, fam. That right there is amazing, bro. I'm glad I'm not a part of that manosphere. Let's get back to the tapes.
I, again, did not think through a lot of the repercussions of posting that, so I just removed it.
No. More damage control, more saving face. She did not think through the repercussions. Ladies and gentlemen, she said she did not think through the repercussions. What did she tell Obsidian in the live chat on his platform? She told him, if that's the full video, don't do a reaction video because you might get in trouble. So she already knew the implications. That's why she never posted on YouTube. Bars. She already done knew what was gonna come her way. That's why she never posted a full video on YouTube. She never did. So she's lying.
If you do want to see the full interview, Obsidian did react to it. That's on his channel.
Notice how she just gave him free promotion. Notice she didn't say the business channel did a reaction to it. She didn't say that. She didn't say Ringo TV Reactions did a semi-reaction to it. She promoted Obsidian. Why? Because they're partners. It's a business deal under the table. Do you see how that works? She's promoting him because he's going to be used to do the damage control. Basically, he's protecting her. The brother literally put the whole video on his platform, sacrificing his whole channel for her. Imagine that. She didn't put the video on her platform. She could always put it on her platform. Just Pearly, why don't you upload that video on your platform? Why are you allowing another Black man to have the video on his platform, potentially getting his channel removed? Are you going to be there to pay his bills? Are you going to be there to bail him out? This is why I don't understand you content creators. It's like, y'all don't got no sense. Y'all can't see that y'all being used. Y'all can't see she using you. This is why they don't like me in the space, fam. This is why these content creators don't like me. Because I'm thorough, I'm consistent, and I keep it 1,000. I don't sugarcoat nothing. Let's go.
The intention was not, I guess, to hide it. It was just, this might not have been.
The intentions was to hide it. If you take the video down, Pearl, you trying to hide it. Stop the games now. See, remember, you said you're pro Karen. So I can see all the Karen attributes, the wording, and how you're trying to be manipulative and play that narcissist game here. I can see through you. You removed the video because you're trying to hide your hand, but it's too late. We already see it.
The best move, I'm just going to remove it now. So again, racism has no place in society, and I do take accountability for bringing him on. Hindsight's always 20/20. I wrote down some of the...
You wrote down? Why would you have to write down anything? How much times am I going to tell you content creators, when it comes to speaking truth, I don't need to write nothing down. I just come on live and I just start talking like a man, straight. I don't got a sugarcoat. I don't need no list. I don't need no writings. I just come off the top of the dome right here and just start speaking. By the pure fact she got to write things down, that means that she's doing damage control. She's trying to find all the right words, get everything situated, get herself organized so that she can pretty much be effective in influencing you into not looking at her in a bad light. That's what she's doing right here. Let's roll the tape.
Complaints that people had. So if I look this way, it's just because I made bullet points.
No, if you look that way, that means you're reading a script. Just like media tutorials and reviews, he had his script that he was reading too. Let's go.
Of everyone's concerns, and I'm just addressing them. Okay. My Africans, that part. So in the heat of the conversation, I made some remarks to my producer, Blessing. Now, Blessing is a godsend. Okay, Blessing has made the production quality literally...
We don't want to hear about him being a godsend. You said that the people in Africa are more industrious, and the other guy was talking about how African Americans are not, and you pretty much agreed with that. And then you talked about how you want to bring your Africans over here because they're more hardworking. That's what you said. There's no excuse for that. You understand? There's no way you're going to talk yourself out of that. That means that when you look at African Americans, you look at us as lazy. And that's very troubling coming from a Caucasian woman. That's a very serious charge, Pearl. To know that whenever I see your face, the first thing that I think of is she's looking down on black men as if though they're lazy, they don't work, they're not dependable, you know. So you hired an African to be your producer. So he's working behind the scenes, moving all the controls, making sure the cameras and everything is right, setting up the shows, and you crown them as hard workers, but black men and women in America, they're just not. So you only hire Africans. So are you telling me, Miss Pearly Things, that you discriminate against African Americans when it comes to hiring? Is that what you're saying? I just want to know. I'm just asking a question. I'm just trying to figure this out, Miss Pearly. Are you saying that if I wanted to be a producer on your show, that you would more or less hire an African from Africa rather than me? Is that how it goes? Because that's the way it looks to me. Because you said that you hire Africans. You didn't say, oh, I hire African Americans. You didn't say that. And y'all were making mockery of us. But anyway, moving forward, let's go.
Phenomenal. He's so talented. And during this conversation, we were talking about immigration. And I said, I'm trying to get my Africans to America. Now, I watched it back, guys. It was so cringy. Oh my gosh, it was so embarrassing.
It was so cringy. It was so embarrassing. Did she look like she's embarrassed? Did it look like she's hurt? Fam, this is damage control. This is what companies do all the time. This is what people do. They'll come out with a video to try to save face so that you could be like, wow, she made a video. She's apologetic. She's holding herself accountable. Okay, Just Pearly, we're in love with you again. Let's continue on with the content. That's how people are. That's how forgiving people are. That's not what you call holding anybody accountable. That's not holding accountable, fam. Let's go.
I met my African employees. I just said Africans. The reason is because, like, why wouldn't you just say my employees or whatever to America? The African passport system is just more difficult than the UK one. I didn't know, like, Blessing had to go to the embassy or something to apply to go to America with me next month. We're going to go do some work there. And yeah, and so I've just found that the immigration process is a bit more difficult. So that's why I referred to them, because my African employees I needed more help with. And, you know, I was saying in the interview that I wanted more open border policies because I wanted them to come. Again,
No. What you basically were implying is that it's good labor. That's what we heard, is that it's good labor and they work harder than African Americans. That is what you said. That's what you've done. And now you're trying to sound like you ain't do nothing wrong. This is sad.
and, you know, I really respect the African culture.
No, you don't. No, you don't. We heard that 1,000 times. If you did, you would have never said all the things that you said. You basically treated them as if though they're just slaves, like they're not even humans. The way you were talking reckless was as if though they're not even human beings. Like they're just labor robots that you can use to build your company and your business. That was wrong. And there's no forgiveness from me. Not from me. You can find that from somebody else. Once I see your hand, I already don't know who you are.
I had no ill will or malice towards any of that. But it sounded absolutely awful. It was so cringy watching back. You know, so it was stupid. It was stupid. Okay.
And think about this. This is the woman that these content creators are defending right now. Does that sound like somebody that's holding themselves accountable? No. Holding yourself accountable would have been to go live with tutorials and all these other content creators and clear the air and do something on behalf of the community to make it right. You didn't do that. You made a pre-recorded video. You got your script together. You had to get coached by tutorials and probably other people before you made your video. So it's not authentic. It's not sincere. I don't feel no positive energy coming from you. You sound like a liar. You don't sound sincere. You don't sound remorseful. If this was in a courtroom and I was the judge, I would sentence you to life in prison, because it sounds like you're making more of a mockery. It would have been better if you never even made this video, to be honest with you.
Now let's talk about My Africans was the other one. And then, the joke about Blessing being late. So one thing that they cut out from that clip.
Nobody cares about any blessings being late. Do you understand me? See how she's dancing around everything? Sad.
Was that Nick Fuentes did say after, I'm just giving you a hard time. I'm just kidding. Okay. Now, even so, it was still in poor taste. And what I didn't think about at the time was, sorry, for those that didn't see it, basically Nick Fuentes was talking about he's always late. And I said, you were on time today. Oh, Blessing was the one that's late. And it's sort of an inside joke here at Just Pearly Things. Like,
there is no inside joke. There's nothing to joke about right now. You're being held under public scrutiny for your involvement in something that I seen and heard from you and Nick. It's not looking good for you. We're gonna hold you accountable. That's right. It's really sad how people act like they didn't do no wrong and they just dancing around this thing. And again, everybody is on her platform accepting her apology and all. I'm like, man, you people weak, bro. So you mean to tell me anybody could just do and say anything and y'all just let them go because they're Caucasian? But yet if it's a black man, he'll get canceled, blacklist, blackball, lose his job. Wow. Let's get back to the tapes.
Blessing is just, he's phenomenal, but he's a late guy. And every time he comes in, he says African time. Now, Pearl me. So when I was referring to him during this joke, I was like, African. Now, I was saying African time, referring to what he says when he comes in. Now, what I realized is this was especially disrespectful because we did have someone that's a known white supremacist race. Like, you know, making that joke in front of him, with him, is just in poor taste. And
You could tell that she is all over the place, nervous, don't got her words together. Her hand movements is showing she lying. It's just bad. I mean, where was Blessing to actually edit that video? Where was Blessing to help you out with that video? Because we can clearly see that you have a problem. We could see that you did some dirt, and now you're being held to the spotlight now, and you don't like that feeling.
Apologized to him for it. I really had no malice or ill will, but stupid. It was just stupid. Okay.
It was just stupid, and you think by you saying it was just stupid that it's over? Like you could just go back to making content, and the community, the Black community, is accepting of that? No, we're not accepting of none of this. No. At the end of the day, in my opinion, you are now canceled. In my opinion, you're canceled. To me, you're canceled. Just like everybody else that get canceled when they do some crazy stuff, you're canceled in my opinion. And I would never support you. I'm just being honest with you. At the end of the day, you don't support me. You don't support my community and what you've done on your platform and what you're continually doing to our community in terms of exploiting Black people and Black culture for personal gain. It's not even your conversation, to be honest with you. You're supposed to be talking about what's happening in your community. But see, there's no money in that. See, Just Pearly understand that there's really no money in talking about her community. There's no money in it. The real money is taking talking points from the Black sector of YouTube, right? In terms of talking points from the red pill space, talking points from the manosphere, talking points from various creators, the Kevin Samuels, lingo, and whatever the case is. And she packages all up into a channel that it just exploits Black culture. And that's a culture vulture, if you ask me. And that's what she's really doing. I'm just being honest. It's my honest opinion. And to be really held accountable mean that you must be canceled. It's just like if someone commit the crime, he's supposed to do the time, right? You don't just give him a slap on the wrist and just kind of let him go. No, the damage is already done. So own up to it. Own up to it. All these people that's defending you at this point, nah, you don't need no defense on this. You knew exactly what you did. You published the video. You had time to think about it. You knew that the guy was no good. You most likely had dinner with him after the show or before the show, because if he's a guest, maybe you had dinner, probably went out somewhere, and then y'all did the show and film, showed some hospitality. So you knew good and well what you were getting involved in. You knew the repercussions that would come. You knew it was a risky thing. You were aware of the consequences. So this video that you made, I don't accept it. I don't. And see, this is how a real man that's a content creator, a Black man, is supposed to conduct himself when it comes to this issue. All you other content creators that have selective hearing, that only want to defend her because you're trying to clout chase, shame on you. Shame on you.
The next thing is, I've gotten a lot of criticism for, using the Black culture and then I'm going right and leaving it, like that sort of thing. You can correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. But
that's exactly what you were doing. Using Black culture. Why don't you speak about your culture? Why don't you do that? Why don't you speak about the struggles that's going on with your people? Because the way I seen Melanie King put Black women down, whether true or false, that should have never been done on Just Pearly's platform. And I'm kind of surprised that she didn't do that on her platform. You know what I mean? She did it on Just Pearly's platform, exploiting our people. And she allowed Melanie King to say it. But how come Just Pearly didn't say it? why she didn't utter those words. Because if you would have uttered those words, Just Pearly, it would have been public outrage. But you figure if Melanie King say it, it'll be better and it'll come off different. No, it came off the same way as if though you said it, because it was said on your platform, right? We're going to review that video as well. We're going to review that. But right now we're focusing on this topic here. This is a sad situation. And see, guys, this is why I always tell you why I roll solo. This is why. It keeps me from stuff like this. Nobody could say I was at their show and I did this and I did that. I don't got time for none of that.
That seems to be a big point of contention. My intention was never to be, quote unquote, leader in the Black manosphere.
Wow, she was never intended to be the leader, but she is the leader in the Black manosphere, y'all. She's the leader. Listen, I never thought in a million years that all of these content creators that are supposed to be gatekeepers, all of these content creators in the manosphere that's supposed to be quote unquote gatekeepers, right? These guys call themselves OGs and all this other junk. They appointed this woman as the leader of the manosphere. Yo, it is bad, man. I can't believe this, man. Notice what she just said. She said she never thought she would be the leader. This is sad, man. Let's play the tape. Let me rewind that back a little bit. Let me see.
My intention was never to be, quote unquote, leader in the Black manosphere or the manosphere in general. I really have always just looked at the men as the leader. I mean, they're the thought leaders. Let's just be honest. And
I notice she's not married at all. She's not married. She's probably like 24, 25 years old. And all of these guys are holding her up high as if though she have wisdom. She don't got no wisdom. All she doing is regurgitating the talking points that Black men and women been saying in the space. And she just put it on her platform and it blew her up. Now, this is what I'm trying to show you. When Black people speak on these things, their channels never grow. But when a Caucasian woman speaks on these things, man, oh man, her channel grows. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? Let's get back to the tapes. Let's go.
I try to support them in any way I can. I bring them on my show, but
you mean you bring them on your show to clout chase, to gain subscribers? You gain their subscribers. It's really about helping you to grow. Because at the end of the day, a lot of y'all don't realize this, but when you go on a bigger channel with more subscribers, you really don't gain subscribers. Your subscribers begin to subscribe to the bigger channel. Y'all don't understand how YouTube work. The way it go is, look, when you have a content creator that is working with a bigger content creator, you really don't grow. Look at all the guys that claim they're Kevin Samuels friends. Their channels didn't grow. Their channels didn't go to 1 million subscribers. No matter how much Kevin Samuels made a shout out their name here and there, that didn't help them to grow. What happened was the subscribers of the smaller channels will go to the bigger channels. So if Kevin Samuels shout out anybody from, I guess, his clique, what's going to happen is their subscribers are going to subscribe to Kevin. Do you understand? That's how the business works. So while these guys are clout chasing, you're not really going to grow. You know what I mean? Look at the attorney guy. When Kevin passed, he's making all these videos like he's Kevin Samuels' bodyguard. All of a sudden, his channel ain't grow nowhere. Nobody don't want to hear from him. They don't got nothing to talk about. They wanted to hear from Kevin. Kevin was the one with the talent. It wasn't him. You get what I'm saying? So you're not going to really benefit. The only one that's benefiting is Just Pearly. She's benefiting from all these content creators. They're feeding her their energy. That's what they're doing. You see what I mean? They're feeding her their energy. They're sacrificing their souls, defending her, when they should be focusing on their people. But they gave another woman from another community the authority to run what was once ran by black men. Imagine the black so-called manosphere is now being run by a Caucasian woman. That's amazing. And I knew this was going to happen. I think I talked about this many years ago. I talked about how sooner or later, the so-called men in the space are going to give the space over to somebody else to be the voice. And that's why Tutorials, Melanie King, and all of them is going to her platform. They all working with her. She's the queen. But these guys claim they rep the black woman. They don't care about us, man. This is sad, man.
Saying I'm a leader in the space, you know, I feel like women follow, men lead. So I really think, yeah, that's just my opinion.
No, you are the leader in the space, not a leader of me. You the leader of those content creators. Ain't no Caucasian woman leading me. You don't ever see me holding this woman up high. You never seen me promoting this woman. You never seen me speaking well of this woman. Never seen that from me. You never seen me upholding this woman like, oh, I just love her videos. You never heard me do that. I told y'all from day one, you know what I'm saying, that there's a problem with her, but nobody listened to me, right? Anyway, let's get back to the tapes.
Now, the other thing was the demographic of the women on my show. Guys, I haven't done recruiting in months. So when I started, I never expected it to blow up this fast. I never in my life thought I'd have 1 million subscribers in a year.
1 million subscribers in 1 year, ladies and gentlemen. She got 1 million subscribers in 1 year for regurgitating the talking points that black men been speaking on for years. I've been on YouTube since 2006, and just this year hit 100K. That just goes to show that our people, they don't care about us. When they see somebody that's Caucasian, they believe anything they say. She's literally a Caucasian version of Kevin Samuels. You really think about it. She has all his talking points. If you look at their show, they talk about the ratings. They talk about the ratings the same way Kevin Samuels did it. You rate yourself from 1 through 10. You can't use 7. They use all those talking points. Everything. We're talking about a young lady that's not even married, in her mid-20s, no life experience. She's not in the dating world, but she got all the advice and all the solutions. I'm telling you, people on YouTube listen to the wrong people, and the wrong people become the most successful. The people that offer you no wisdom. But yet, you've been listening to my stream all this time. Where all the cash apps at? Where's all the super chats at? Where's all the monetary support to keep me in business? But nah, that's not important to you, right? Because I'm black. Do you see, ladies and gentlemen, the hypocrisy of our people? When we have men from the community that actually speak against these issues, they get zero support. But you same folks after the stream, you're going to go on over to Obsidian, you're going to watch his show, you're going to hit that cash app, you're going to hit that super chat, and you're going to do what you're supposed to do for the other people. This is sad, bro. I can just imagine how all the so-called black leaders felt when they would try to help their people and got no love and no support.
I wrote my goals for the year before and it was 100,000. I thought I'd maybe get 100K by the end of the year. Okay, that's what I thought.
Wow.
Now, everything blew up so fast, and I haven't done recruiting since maybe July. The only time I have is maybe to help out if we're low on a show. So like, or if there's a really big panel like the Andrew Tate panel, I handpicked everyone that was on that. But in general, guys, I really don't recruit. I think one reason that there have been so many black people on the show is because the recruiter that I picked was Nigerian. And he just had the type of job that he could recruit while he went on the job.
Notice, with all the talking she's done, she haven't even talked about the real issues. All the issues that I showed you in the beginning, she haven't even talked about nothing. Do you see how she's rambling on? She's not even talking about nothing. But this is what you call holding yourself accountable. This is what accountability is. They take all of Kevin Samuels' talking points about how women don't want to hold themselves accountable and all this other stuff, but really she's not. This is all fake, ladies and gentlemen. It's all fake.
And he knew a lot of people. He was already in the podcast space, so he's just a good recruiter. So it makes sense that he knows more Nigerian women. Yeah, okay. But again, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good question, Caramel. Why is she so focused on black people? Why is she focused on black people for? Why? Like, imagine me doing shows every day and I'm just focused on white people all day. I mean, I could talk about different cultures and different people, but if I'm focused and my entire show is on problems with white people and I'm just talking about all their problems and their relationships, it starts to look like I'm just using them to gain a view and a click. Because I'm really not offering any solutions. At the end of the day, her show is just to entertain. It's not about solutions. It's not about improving the community. It has nothing to do with that. She don't offer you that because she don't even have that. She's not married, no kids, whatever the case is. She don't even understand black culture. That's why she's out here apologizing. This is an embarrassment. How could anybody support that? But then again, you know, people, they have selective hearing. They hear what they want to hear.
The next part. Now, this was the part that was probably the dumbest part of the whole interview.
No, the whole interview was dumb. The whole thing was dumb. You knew what you were doing, so I don't even know why you're making these videos. See, the thing that's disappointing is that people make these videos trying to do damage control. Look, fam, before you rob a bank, I think you know the consequences. I said, if you were to rob a bank, I think you already know the consequences. Do you understand me? So when she made that video, she knew it was going to get backlash. She knew they were going to come for her. So she started, it was dumb. And you knew this already. Stop playing like you don't know. That's the thing that messes with my intelligence, is that you know what you did, but you acting like you didn't know. You playing dumb at this point. And this is why the community can't be so sympathetic to her, fam. Stop doing that, man. That's weakness.
It was the stupidest, the dumbest. Oh, this was stupid. So I said that slavery was embellished in the interview. Now, that not only is that comment insensitive, it's not accurate. There were things in slavery that were worse than what was shown on TV.
But that's not what you were talking about during your show. You made it seem like it wasn't even all that bad. Like it was a good old time. That's what you did. There's no need for you to come out now and say anything. The damage is already done. I would never see you the same way, no matter what you say or do. There's nothing you can say or do that's going to change my mind about you. At the end of the day, you said what you said, and you were laughing too. You had a good old time, and I don't take that lightly. Let's go.
What I was referring to, I don't even want to tell you guys what I was trying to say because it wasn't what came out and it doesn't even matter. Again, if you watch the full thing, I was more referring to the system of using atrocities to control people. That's what I was trying to say. But
don't listen to anything she's saying, fam. At the end of the day, it's all damage control. You could see it on her face. Clearly, her hand was caught in the cookie jar.
To say that it wasn't, that it was embellished is, oh gosh, so stupid, insensitive. And nor am I, sure, I've read a couple books, but I'm not informed or qualified enough to really have that conversation. So not bringing someone else onto the show, again, stupid. Now, the next thing is that...
Notice how she just got off the whole case. She got off the whole point. Is that what holding yourself accountable is like? Fam, you have to understand the business strategy of how it affects the algorithm to create a problem, get the reaction, and now the solution. This is about the bag. It's all calculated. MTR is involved in it. Melanie King is involved in it. Various other content creators is involved in this. This is a strategy. It's to get their names in the algorithm so everybody can begin to talk about it. And then they can get the end result, which is the bag. That's what this is all about, y'all.
My friend Gabby came on the show with him, and she's dating someone that is black. And he would say openly racist comments to her. Now, I should have pushed back on that. Like, I've been in it.
I should have pushed back on that. Do you see how she's saying I should have pushed back on that? I think she already done know what she was supposed to do, but that wasn't a part of the script. Remember, her shows is produced, which mean the so-called African guy, Blessing or whoever who is her producer, they already have the show script out on how they want it to be. So it wasn't in her best interest to give any pushback. That wasn't the game plan. It was to get those reactions out of you so that it can make for a good show for her.
A racial relationship. So for me to not push back on that, especially with all of the people that have been on my show, was stupid. It was stupid. I just, I was kind of like a deer in the headlights. I didn't know what to say. I was like, oh God.
Do you see how she's playing the damsel in distress? A deer, like, she just didn't know any better. I'm young. I'm just young and dumb. I don't know any better. Please excuse me. I apologize. Do you see what she's doing to you? And a lot of y'all fell for the okie doke, man. Our people are always falling for the okie doke every single time. Every single time. Our people always getting abused and laughed at. Imagine this woman is exploiting our people, having all these different black people on her platform. But she look at African Americans in America as though they're all lazy and don't work. And she praised African people by saying they're more industrious. And you are forgiven. Okay.
And the video we were watching wasn't even supposed to be about that. So I really don't have an excuse. It was just stupid. And again, I take full accountability for this stuff.
I'm tired of people saying they take full accountability, but they're not taking any accountability. Accountability in what? What have you confessed and said you're willing to do to make yourself accountable? If I committed a crime and I'm accountable, then I do time in prison. That's how you be accountable. You do your time, or you do some community service, or you do something to rectify the situation and the damage that was done. What have you done, Miss Pearly, for the community that we could look at and say, okay, she held herself accountable. She learned her lesson. She did a couple of things for the community, brought on different types of people to make it right. Had a couple of prominent voices in the YouTube space to be on her platform so they could share their piece and do this and do that. And, she did a couple of things. That is how you hold yourself accountable. But you didn't do nothing to hold yourself accountable. You're just saving face at this time, doing damage control. I can see through it. It's not good.
And, if I had to do it over again, I would do it differently. But I can only move forward. So,
you don't have nothing to say.
I want to make sure that I addressed everything. I think I did.
No, you didn't.
I think I did. Okay. Because I talked about recruiting. I talked about...
You didn't address everything. That's the problem. You didn't. You didn't address everything. Wow.
Okay. So, moving forward, I really would be open to having a discussion.
Moving forward. She just brushed everything off. Yeah, somebody put it in the comments. She's dismissive. Yeah, there you go.
Discussion with someone that can bring more awareness and education to the situation. So I'm open to you guys' suggestions in the comments. I also invite anybody that's made a video about me or has comments to address with me to go on Obsidian stream tonight. It's 8 p.m. GMT. Blessing.
Do you see how she just promoted that if anybody made a video about her, she invites them to go to Obsidian to go on his broadcast? I'm not going on none of y'all broadcasts, man. I'm not doing that mess. You guys a bunch of culture vultures out here exploiting the people. I mean, you up there on the platform, you probably already live right now talking with him right now. I'm going over there talking to none of y'all. At the end of the day, I'm just sharing the news for my community over here.
We'll also be there.
And notice this, fam. She think because she have 1 million subscribers that I'm like these guys in the space that is all excited. Like, oh, if I could just be on Just Pearly, I'll be able to get my numbers up. And I don't care about no Just Pearly, fam. I follow the Most High. Got no time for these people in these spaces.
And yeah, you know, because I don't want to run from this stuff.
You don't want to run from it. You deleted your video. By the pure fact you deleted your video, that's a red flag. You ran from it. And if I'm correct, you deleted the promo video too. That's a red flag. So at the end of the day, you did run from your accountability.
A lot of this stuff was not well thought out. A lot of this stuff I could have done better, and I do take full accountability for that. So
I do take accountability for that, but she ain't take no accountability yet.
You know, go on the stream if you got something to say.
See? Go on the stream if you have something to say. Do you see how she's promoting? That's what it is, people. It's business. It's to get all the eyes, all the algorithm, get everybody to go to Obsidian so that all the live viewers are there so we can get the algorithm up so he can help him to grow. Can't you see it? Can't you see it? She deleted all the evidence, y'all. She deleted everything. Everything. She deleted all the evidence to hide. Sad, man. These marketing strategies these content creators doing is old, bro.
I also would like to say I really don't have beef with anyone in the space that made videos about me. I understand.
What are you talking about, beef? Why is it that anytime when people get caught with their hand in the cookie jar and somebody make videos about them, the first thing they say is beef? But yet, when these people are making videos and talking about black women and who's doing this and all of this other junk, they don't say that that's beef. Own up to what you've done. When people make videos about you, it's because you're wrong or because you may have had something interesting and they want to talk about it. But don't even use the word beef. Because me, personally, I don't even care about you, fam. I'm just being 1,000. I'm just reporting the news at the end of the day, keeping it a buck with the people. Because I know that a lot of you content creators, y'all lie all day and y'all opportunists. And I know you don't care nothing about black people. I already know that. By the pure fact of the things you had to say, the people you invited on your show, and the fact that you deleted your video and made it appear as if though you just I don't know, you know what I'm saying? It was dumb what I did. You playing that little role like the Karen. I don't accept that. I can see right through you. All these other people on YouTube, they're going to continue to rock with you because they're opportunists too. I'm not. I'm cut from a different cloth. I'm from the streets.
And where they were coming from. I understand where I went wrong. And I really think they had a lot of valid criticisms about me. So let me know what you guys think. I really did my best to address all of the comments in a concise way.
No, she didn't. No, she didn't. She didn't address nothing in a concise way. No, she didn't.
To play the victim. Everything in this that has happened is my fault. And I'm just, my fault. And I will do better in the future. So let me know in the comments what you guys think. Like the video on your way out, I guess.
Like the video on your way out. How convenient. Do you see how it's all about the likes? Do you see? Here she is supposed to be holding herself accountable, but she's more concerned with you hitting the like button. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Wow.
Or don't, you can oh shoot, they don't have a dislike button anymore, but.
Duh, they don't have a dislike button. I don't know why YouTube removed that. They need to bring that back so we can see who the haters is. What I really want to see, and YouTube, to the YouTube police, to the YouTube team that are viewing the live stream, because I know this is what you do. Could you give a word to the team behind the scenes in the engineering department and the tech department? Could y'all put a feature in that would allow creators, not necessarily the viewer, but the creators, the people that run the YouTube channel, for there to be a feature in there that whenever anyone click the like button or the dislike button, we can see who are the usernames that clicked. Do you understand? That way we can know who our haters are and who are the people that support our platforms. Right? So it is what it is, fam. Gonna get up on out of here because there ain't nothing more to say about this situation. Hopefully y'all gain some knowledge, y'all gain some understanding of what's going on here, and you'll be edified with the truth. Rewind the tape, find out what's going on, because the raccoons of YouTube are out here doing damage control for Just Pearl. You're gonna have a lot of content creators. They're gonna go live. They're gonna be live later on in the night. They're gonna all be singing her praises.
She Karen'd you, huh?
Yeah, it's for real.
Yeah. Was she white?
Yeah.
Yeah, we are the best Karens.
Wow, we are the best Karens. Crazy, right? Anyway, y'all, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Ringo TV Reactions, the #1 reactionary channel on YouTube. It is what it is. Oh, that's a good point, Jessica. There was no I am sorry, because she is not. That's right. She's not sorry. She's not sorry. So we're gonna get up on out of here. Y'all be safe. I'm gonna be back on later on the Ringo TV Raw channel. Make sure you subscribe over there. Show some love. And that being said, that's about it. I'm gonna go in these YouTube streets. Find out what's going on. Like how you gotta go take a walk outside. I'm gonna go take a walk through these YouTube streets, see what's happening in these streets. Go see who talking about me. Cause I know they mad right now. They be mad when I go live. A lot of these content creators be mad. They be like, oh man, Ringo's on.
Can't stand Ringo. Every time Ringo wanna go live talking about me. Tired of him. Talking about he holding me accountable? How could you hold me accountable, Ringo? I follow Jesus.
Not so fast. You don't follow Jesus. You follow me, the devil. These mere mortals. All they're focused on is money. Money. All they desire is money. Yes, for the love of money is the root of all evil.
Wait a minute. Who's that? Is that the devil?
Yes, it's me, your daddy.
Oh no! It's the devil! Oh no! Wait, I can explain. Come on, Mr. Devil. I didn't mean to boast a little bit. I just wanted to get a little money.
It's too late, my son. Remember, when you die, you're gonna be in hell with me.
This is crazy, fam. I'm telling you, man. These people crazy out here in these streets, man. These YouTube streets crazy. But anyway, I'm gonna get up on out of here. Get out of here, man. It's crazy, man. That's some funny stuff, man. All right, y'all. Peace and blessings to the chat. Peace and blessings to the mods. Everybody in the building. You know what I'm saying? We only got like three cash apps. Damn. Y'all don't be showing no love to your boy, bro. That's sad, man. But anyway, it is what it is. I'll be back on later on. Y'all take care. Ringo TV Reactions. I'm out. Peace.
If you like our content, consider supporting via Cash App at $sign Ringo TV Raw. Become a patron on patreon.com for exclusive video content not shown on YouTube. You could also support through PayPal at paypal.me/Ringo TV Raw. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified of new content. Follow me on Instagram at Ringo TV Raw.
This is Ringo TV Reactions, the only channel on YouTube bringing you the truth, 100% raw and uncut. I'm out. Peace.